Hey guys, Shannon Smith back again at Shannon Smith Shooting. I'm working a little bit today with my SIG P365, new carry gun I've switched over to. I've been carrying it a couple of months now. I really like the platform, more ammo, bigger caliber than I was carrying. The gun shoots great. Sights and trigger out of the box are perfect. You don't have to mess with anything. One of the things I've been working with my students recently is shooting for the sake of shooting. So I'm out here today, I've got no target. I'm just going to be shooting into the berm. I'm not aiming at anything. I'm not picking out a rock, not picking out a dirt clod, a piece of grass, nothing. The point of this drill is a couple things. Pulling the trigger for the sake of pulling the trigger. I see students get too wrapped around the axle and with aiming at stuff. They spend too long aiming, and that builds up that anticipation, and then they snatch on the trigger too aggressively. So you need to learn how to pull the trigger for the sake of pulling the trigger. It also works your, what I call the foundation, your grip and your stance a little bit. This gun doesn't recoil that much, so it shouldn't certainly push you back in your stance. And even out here in the Florida heat, and we're sweating, you shouldn't break your grip within 4, 5, 6 rounds. If you start putting a whole lot of rounds down range, you're eventually going to lose your grip. But you can experiment with different grip pressures. And the last thing I'm doing is watching how the sight responds to the firing of the gun. Not a sight focus, don't misunderstand that. I'm focused out at distance. But you can still see how your sight works. So let me fire 6 rounds and we'll see how we talk about it after that. So what I'm seeing there is a little bit rise to the right, which is actually pretty common with handguns. So now I'm going to change my grip pressure, my left hand. I'm going to set that wrist down like we talk about in class and try again. That was much better. Not only was the recoil a little less, it didn't go to the right. That was the 12 round mag that you can buy as an accessory. This is the regular 10 rounder. So I'll do one more 5 round string. That was good. Then the last 5 we'll do at full speed. Just to see if you can see that on video, but the second round out of there was a little bit of a trigger jerk. I was trying to get on it a little fast, and I saw the muzzle or the sight dip down before ignition, and that's a difference. You want to watch that sight when the gun fires, not when you decide to pull the trigger. There's a difference. Try that on the range. Let me know how it works for you.